Hi. Alright, so I'm going to talk about my favorites today. Um, I'm at work and my boss hasn't showed up today, and she usually does on Thursdays, so I'm hoping she doesn't show up while I'm making this video, but if I stop abruptly, that's why. um, anyway, okay, I made a list of my favorites just based on things people ask me and based on just other things that you guys have made in the videos and stuff. Um, my favorite places to shop that Allison suggested. Um, I love Wholesale Dress, that website that I am always buying cat related things from. It's Chinese wholesale, so it's super cheap, and it takes forever to get here if it's coming from China, and the shipping probably costs more than the actual items. But the items are usually so dirt cheap that it doesn't even matter. Like the hat that I have that I've been waiting for like a month to get. It was like $4, and shipping was like $3. So, um, I mean, it's kind of. I mean, it gets even more than that if you buy more things or like heavier things, but it's totally worth it because they have awesome things that are really unique and you can't really get them anywhere around here, and the prices are awesome, and I'm really cheap, so it always helps. Yeah, so ModCloth is my favorite like aspirational kind of store, just because I'm like like that's my dream job to work for them and do styling. Um, but I love their aesthetic, and the owner. I mean, she built her. Oh shit, she's one of my lady heroes. I forgot to mention that. Anyway, I mean, she built her whole company out of like a dorm room with her husband, and like that's really cool. So, and I just love their aesthetic, but I can't afford anything from them. So when they have the really big sales, I go a little crazy, but but most of the time I just like to look at their things and be sad because I can't afford it. But really, I'll just shop anywhere that is cheap and has a good sale because I like even when I have money, I don't like to spend a lot of it. I've always just been. My mom taught me the importance of a good sale, and so I mean, like I frequent Target. It's my favorite, and just I mean, anywhere cheap. My favorite foods are French fries, tacos, and basically like anything chocolatey. Just because I'm like it's just what I crave all the time. I have a really bad sugar problem, and but I like sweet and salty things, especially especially if you throw spicy stuff in there too. Like I like anything spicy, but I think tacos are like the perfect food. They're just so great. And I cannot resist French fries. But basically, I'll like eat pretty much anything as long as it's not a mollusk because I'm like deathly afraid of mollusks. My favorite drinks are Dr. Pepper, even though it's horrible for you. It's like my biggest vice, even more than like desserty kind of things or like bread. It's like um, it's pretty bad. Alcoholic drinks, I'll pretty much drink whatever's in front of me too. Like I go through phases. Sometimes I want something sweet, but I've been on a beer kick lately because I just started actually liking beer. I really like Goose Island's beers because Goose Island is based in Chicago and it's cool. But they're also really good. So I like Sophie and Matilda, and even like 312 is a really good beer. Um, my favorite thing to do, or my favorite thing about Chicago, probably the spring and summer when it's just sunny and beautiful and you can see the lake from where you are, and it's just like wonderful. It's always been really nice. Like one thing I've always really liked about going to school right in the city, right on, like a lot of my classes have been right on Michigan Avenue, which is like really close to the lake. Is that you can see the lakefront from there, and on sunny days it's just so blue and it's so pretty, and I just really like that, and like just the spring when everything's like alive and just awesome. My favorite movies are I like The Fall a lot by Tarsum Singh. I like Moulin Rouge. I have a tag on this because I'm at work, so but it's annoying me. I like Across the Universe. I like movies that are really like aesthetically pleasing, like Big Fish. Like I like things that are like kind of like a fantasy world, but also kind of realistic as well. Like I'm not usually a big fantasy person, but if it has like a lot of sense of reality in it, I love it. Um, but usually in my day to day life, I'll watch like any like cheesy, funny like comedy movie, even if it's really bad, or like cheesy rom coms and stuff. And like I'm not picky. I'm not a movie snob at all. I love Wes Anderson movies. Royal Tenenbaums, especially. I loved Moonrise Kingdom. Um, yeah, but like I mean, I'm not picky. Like it doesn't take a lot to entertain me. Except I'm easily distracted, so I'm always like fiddling with my phone or something just because I need something to do with my hands, and especially since I've been trying to quit biting my nails. Um, I can't pick favorite bands or musicians or anything because I have like such a wide variety and I go through such phases with it that I would have to make like a 10-minute video just listing all of that. And as far as books go, honestly, I have not been a very good reader in recent years. I read constantly throughout high school, but it was all like kind of crappy chick lit books that were like, like fluff kind of like stuff about like shopping and stuff. Just like little entertaining things, which a lot of a lot of literature people would probably think is just really kind of cheesy. But I'm trying to get back into it. I've been reading the Song of Ice and Fire books, and just because I love Game of Thrones, and now that I'm ahead of where the show is at, it's like agony because I'm waiting for all of it to happen and everything. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Like I like a lot of nonfiction things too. Like I always used to read like a lot of I don't know stuff. I don't know. It's like I don't know. I read a lot of different like weird stuff, but I usually try to keep a book in my bag at all times for if I have downtime, and it's better than sitting on my phone on Tumblr and stuff. So TV, I am a really bad Game of Thrones fangirl. And that's like the only thing that I'm really like a super obsessed fan about. At least that is big on Tumblr. Like I like Doctor Who, but I'm not a big Whovian. I probably wouldn't even call myself a Whovian just because I feel like it would be an insult to the name. I just enjoy. I mean, I've watched starting with 9, and I really liked it, but I don't know. I don't have the connection to it that a lot of people have. I just enjoy it. Something that I do have a big connection with is How I Met Your Mother. I've been watching it since I was a kid, since it first started, which was a really long time ago. And it kind of is like, I don't know, it's just had a huge effect on me and just my life, and it's just, I don't know, it brings out like the hopeless romantic in me, and it makes me all like weepy. And I watch so many TV shows too. I've been watching Shameless. I've been watching I'm excited about Arrested Development. So I need to get back to rewatching that. Parks and Rec. Bomb Girls I've been really liking a lot because it's like historical and it's like a very feminist and awesome, and I love that. But yeah, I mean, I watch a ton of different TV shows, and it's really hard to keep track of them all. And so I usually use my days at work when I'm bored to catch up on them. I also I agree with Steph about Zelda. It's my favorite video game. I'm not a huge gamer, but I was raised with Zelda, and it'll always have a special place in my heart. And it's just like my favorite thing I've started other games, and I just can't get into it. And like Zelda, I don't know, it's just special to me. It's just so beautiful, and I just love it. My favorite things to do. What do you mean aside from Tumblr? Do I do anything outside of that? I'm excited about spring because I'm excited to do like outside stuff and just walk around in the sunshine, and it's just like, oh, it's so great. but I'm getting back into running, so I'm starting to kind of like it, but mostly hate it. But I don't know. In my very few like I don't have that much spare time. Things I like to do. I like trivia, like pub trivia, and like just sitting on Sporkle and like doing little quizzes and stuff. I just like nerdy like brain things. I'm really boring. But I like going to concerts, and I like going out occasionally, but usually I'm just a big homebody, and so I like just hanging out with my cats all the time. And I don't know, I'm trying to get better at hooping, and I was doing it yesterday, and I think I bruised my chin. It hurts, which is really sad, but I don't know. I'm really clumsy, so this has been all over the place. Anyway, that's pretty much all of the favorites that I could think of. So, I mean, if you have any more, feel free to ask, and I'll try to squeeze them into future videos. But that's all for today. Bye.